Thank you.
Make a left this way for the first order seats us. Welcome in. Make a left this way for the first order seats us. Welcome in. Make a left this way for the first order seats us.
Welcome on in.
Next building, you're going to be right here. And welcome, good morning. You're going to be at the station right here.
Welcome everyone. I apologize for the slight rush out there, but it is vital that the first order is not aware of what is inside this workshop. Now that you all are here, feel free to take a look around you. I know it doesn't look like much. It's not the cleanest of places either, we know, but it does help us to keep up appearances from prying eyes. But allow me to introduce ourselves. This is Drake. This is Rosie. I'm Bailey. We humbly call ourselves the Gatherers. What we do here as gatherers is travel to distant planets like Coruscant, Ilum, and Malachor, and collect ancient relics of the past, as well as scrap metals to bring back here, in hopes of passing on and preserving that knowledge to all of you. Unfortunately, a couple of weeks ago, the First Order stationed on this planet, hearing whispers about a resistance outpost. Now, this conflict is not new to the galaxy. However, it's made its way to us. It's a seemingly never-ending cycle that has befallen the galaxy. 30 years ago was the Empire and the Rebel Alliance. Now it's the First Order and the Resistance. During times of tragedy such as these, we turn to heroes. Heroes like Luke Skywalker. From humble beginnings, he has shown us that hope shines the brightest in the dark. But now, Rey has shown us that the same hope is still alive today. She's ignited a spark in all of us. And that spark is why we believe you are all here today. To build this. The lightsaber. It's not just a weapon, it is elegant, powerful, and unique to each individual. Wielded by those who have shown great compassion, wisdom, and even ambition. The lightsaber is an extension of oneself. It's your connection to the living force. To begin that connection, though, we'll start with this. The Kyber crystal. It is small, yet very powerful. Probably the most important part of any lightsaber, for it is the very heart of the lightsaber. The physical manifestation of the Force itself will help you create an unbreakable blade. In our many perilous adventures, we've managed to collect 4 colors for you to choose from. Starting with this one, blue. It was wielded by Anakin Skywalker, Kanan Jarrus, General Leia Organa, and now Rey. Green, Qui-Gon Jinn, Ahsoka Tano, Ezra Bridger, and Luke Skywalker himself. Violet, rare and beautiful. It was wielded by Master Mace Windu. And red, the Crystal of Power. Darth Sidious, Asajj Ventress, Darth Vader, and now Kylo Ren. But those are legends of the past. We are here for the beginning of your stories. As my fellow gatherers make their way to you, listen to the Force and trust that the crystal you choose is calling to you, for this will be the color of your blade. Once you've selected your crystal, place it on the green pad directly in front of you. It hasn't quite stabilized yet, so this will keep us safe for the time being. Now that you have your crystals, it's time for your hooks. This is the foundation of your lightsaber. It is your center of control. Just put the wing on, it's a little delicate. I'll be your guide throughout this build. If you need any assistance, myself and my fellow gatherers are here to help. Feel free to pick up the pieces, just get a feel for them. You'll use about half during this build today. Just picture your lightsaber in your mind's eye. Although I do understand it's a lot to take in, there's a lot of pieces in front of you. So while you make these very important choices, let's explore these pieces together. On the far left-hand side is your chassis. In rows 1 and 2 are your sleeves. In row 3 is your emitter for the very top. Row 4 is your end cap for the very bottom. And row 5 will be a matching set of activation plates that will protect your kyber crystals. Alright, you have your kyber crystals. You have all the pieces in front of you. You may have pictured your lightsaber. There is one step left to do, and that's to build your lightsaber. You're going to start on the far left-hand side with your chassis. Pick it up. Make sure the hollow faces the ceiling. If you look in the middle, there's a blank space. The spring pad at the top by the vent. Feel free to press on that spring pad, because that's where your kyber crystal will go. So take your kyber crystal, insert it through the center, using your fingers and the spring pad to guide into place. It should be vertical inside the chamber. Once in place, you'll hear a sound emit from the crystal, and you'll see a flashing light the same color as the crystal and the vents above. If you don't hear that sound, see that flashing light, or if you need any assistance, let us know right away. This can be the trickiest part of the entire build, usually done with the force, not by hand. Once you have your crystal in place, hold your chassis up high so we can see. Okay. Okay, once you have your crystal in place, you're going to move on to the opposite end in row 5 for your activation plate. We'll choose a matching set of activation plates, and it has to be a matching set only. Should I do that? Be vertical inside. If you look on the inside of those plates, you'll find either a red square or a blue rectangle. If you look at the center of your chassis where your crystal is, you'll find the same red square and blue rectangle. Match up the red square over the red square, and the blue rectangle over the blue rectangle, matching the shapes and the colors. Red over red, blue over blue, square over square, rectangle over rectangle. Once you have both plates in place, slide that switch up toward the vent, and you'll hear a misfire sound. It's a good sound for the build only though. If at any point you slide up and do not hear that misfire, let us know.
Carefully to point at yourself, you might want to round.
Okay, feel free to tap it on this fire a couple times. Just make sure it's your chassis, not someone else making that sound. So I did hear a couple misfires. So we'll move on to the opposite end in rows 1 and 2 for your sleeves. You have 4 sleeves to choose from. Choose any 2 of the 4. Any combination. One will go on top, one will go on bottom. It does not matter what combination you choose for the top or for the bottom. However, if I can have everyone's attention on me for just a moment, you'll notice on the ends of each of those sleeves, there's a thicker, wider band. For protection and defense, it's copper. For everyone else, it's silver. That thicker, wider band has to go in first, touching the activation plate. Then push down and twist to secure it in place. Sleeve on top, the hollow end, twist to the left. Sleeve on bottom, the opposite, twist to the right. As long as the thicker, wider band always goes in first, meeting the activation plate in the center.
There you go.
Can you help me out? There you go.
She got the point.
For those ones that have both sleeves in place, your next step will be in row 3 for the emitter. You have 2 emitters to choose from. Choose one of the 2 emitters and twist it on the hollow side of your hilt. There is no pressure needed for this step. It's just a lot of twisting and twisting and twisting and a little bit more twisting on the hollow side of your hilt. Once you have that emitter in place, flip the hilt upside down. You'll select the end cap from row 4. Following the same steps, choose one of the 2 and twist it on the opposite end. If you find it gives you any resistance, untwist and try again. Then once you have your hilt all built and you're satisfied with your build, place it on the hilt stand directly in front of you so that we can inspect them.
What do you think? Is this the one?
Yeah.
Fantastic. I'm gonna test it out, make sure everything sounds and looks good. Alright. Now when Amy says to activate, you just go slide up on that switch. And when she says to deactivate, you just slide it back down.
You like how it looks? Is it okay if I touch it and sure things okay?
It activates.
Okay.
So said maybe don't look down that way because that's where the blade's gonna come out of, and that just
Fantastic. Activate. Down to deactivate. I'll tell you when it's time to activate. You want to practice?
Dave explained my hand, which is a good sign. When Bailey says to activate, you'll just slide up on that switch.
Deactivate.
When she says to deactivate, you'll slide it back down.
Activate.
And you also
Deactivate.
take it out of the way for you.
Good job. I'm going to put it right here. If you wanted to first do it,
Just like that, that's open up.
That's such a cool lightsaber. You see roses? It's very rosy, doesn't it?
yeah.
So, what planet are you from, if you don't mind me asking? Okay, I haven't heard of it, but you know, the galaxy, what's it like there?
Just sort of playing.
Okay,
Not much activity.
I hear that a lot. I feel like everyone feels like How about you, what planet are you from?
You know, sometimes you might have
Tatooine! I'm so sorry. That's pretty rough. Not, that one really nothing to talk about. Ooh, Luke Skywalker's from there though.
Yes. You got to go, Rose?
Fantastic job, everyone. Now, for the more delicate part of this process, stabilizing your crystals. I need everyone to take a big step back away from the host. As far back as you can, as safely as you can. My fellow gaspers are taking the hilts that you just built and inserting them into the crystal stabilizing chambers. Traditionally, this is done for force. However, none of us are force sensitive, so we have to rely on technology. It's not the most stable. That's why we have to take a big step back to do tests to make sure everything runs okay, and as you can see on the walls, not all of them have been successful. But they have been very recently though, so we have absolutely nothing to worry about whatsoever, except that that's not supposed to happen. Oh, it's done.
With many parts you began, yes. With the heart of the saber they are joined, much more they will become. It is time.
Master Yoda? He's here. You all heard him, right? Okay, the force must be very strong in this room. I have a very good feeling about this. And he's right, it's time. In a moment, I'll ask you to step forward and activate your lightsabers together. Is everyone ready? Okay, just take a step forward. Place your hand on your hilt. Take a deep breath in. Activate. Now raise your sabers. You've just built a lightsaber, like the Jedi and Sith that have come before you. And like them, you too can change the galaxy. Remember, it only takes a spark. Now raise your sabers high and proud. Congratulations, everyone. Now please lower and deactivate your sabers.
Complete your lightsaber is. Choose your path it cannot, but like your way, it can. May the Force be with you.
Thank you, Master Yoda. And thank you, builders. You're as unique and extraordinary as the lightsabers you hold in your hands. You hold in your hands remarkable power. And remarkable power shouldn't be dropped on the ground. So to protect your lightsabers, you're pleased to present a saber sheath as you depart. Now our time has come to an end, but your journeys are just beginning. It's time to make your mark on the galaxy, and who knows, maybe one day we'll be here telling all of your stories. But until then, safe travels and till the spire.
Till the spire!
Safe travels.
Thank you.
Way back to Earth.